Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Otanime episode 12. I'm your host, Tony Polanco, and today I'm joined by Ricky's son, one, the only one, Michael Crawford,
What it do? What's good, people?
Ray Williams,
You know who he is, the manga god.
Chris Seeley,
2016.
and Carlos Romero.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
All right, Manny got lost or something, so we're gonna dive right in. Anime we've been watching. I want to start with Riku for a specific reason. Riku, you recently got into something.
Uh-oh.
I recently did, but let me talk about the stuff I was watching before I got into that.
Yes.
So last month I said I was gonna get done with my anime that I wanted to do, Yokoyama Mitsuteru Sangokushi. It's a war anime. It came out a long time ago. It was really good. I finished that. Obviously the Otanime anime, and there's another anime that recently got a dub that started actually back in I think the anime started 2012, and it never got a dub, but it recently got a dub. It's called Kingdom, and it only has 2 episodes out right now. I've been watching that. The story is good. I read the manga. The story is really good, but the animation is it's kind of meh, because they're trying to do what Nice Sidonia did, where it's CG, so it's kind of weird. Season 1 has 38 episodes. Season 2 has, I think, 39, and apparently slowly into the anime it turns from CG to regular anime, as far as I heard. So I hope that slowly changes, because as of right now it looks kind of meh, but the story is really fucking good. Other than that, keeping up with regular stuff like Gundam, Dragon Ball Super, One Punch Man ended. I watched episode 1 of Mobile Suit Gundam Thunderbolt. Oh my fucking god! I didn't want to do it, but because I wanted to wait for the dubs. But Mobile Suit Gundam Thunderbolt is fucking amazing. Like, wow, it's like way better than the manga. They really did that shit some justice. I'm so mad that shit's only gonna be 4 episodes, because the manga's not over yet. It's probably not going to be over anytime soon, but it is only getting a 4-episode OVA, and episode 1 was only like 18 minutes, but that shit looks fucking gorgeous. And lastly, what I've been watching these past 2 days is One Piece.
Oh shit.
One Piece.
I'm disgusted with Riku on this.
Uh-oh.
Alright, so yeah, we'll talk about that in a second, but I was going to watch One Piece, as you guys know, back in the summer, because I want to play the video game One Piece Burning Blood. And as far as I knew back then, One Piece Burning Blood should have came out around, well, is it, 2016 October for us, because the Japanese were going to get it in summer. So I was like, okay. But like a couple weeks ago, they had a Namco announcement, and they announced all these games that are coming over. And One Piece Burning Blood, they said they were actually getting it we were getting it the same day that Japan's getting it, which is in the summer, which is when I was going to watch it. So I had to push it up. And I'm not going to be watching One Piece any time after March, because we know what happens in March, April, and May. That those 3 months are just fucking crazy. Like Uncharted, both the video game and anime section it's hell, and I don't want to be like caught up in One Piece during that time. So my only time to watch that shit is right now, and I'm trying to get 20 episodes done a day.
Oh.
Yesterday I got 20 done. Today I got
Look at Ray.
19. I got 19 done today, so I need to get one more done. So I'm gonna have this shit done before this quarter's over.
How are you liking it so far?
It's good. I'm singing along with the opening, loving the dubs, the characters. Some of they have a lot of flashbacks from the get-go. I mean,
Yeah.
well, when they're introducing the characters, like the OG crew, they're getting a lot of the flashbacks in. Well, not flashbacks. Their origin story, should I say?
Yeah.
They're
Right.
getting those in real quick. So I'm close to episode 40 right now, and I think they're on their like second main bad guy, and they
Arlong?
showed Arlong, and they must have showed almost everybody's origin story by now. Like Luffy already had his, Sanji already got his, Zoro already got his, and they're doing I just finished Nami's. That was where the episode ended with Nami trying to pay back Arlong and all that stuff. So that's where I'm at right now.
So, all right, I'm curious about it. Lorraine, why are you disgusted?
Oh, it's mostly a personal reason, Riku just going back on what he's not necessarily going back on what he said, but like he needs to get his priorities in order. That's what I need to say.
What's going on here? To explain to the fans.
Since you brought it on.
Yeah, man, you have to now.
Well,
well,
since like me and Riku made a deal, right? Like a long time ago, like he was like, "Yo, if you fix up your My Anime list, I promise you, I'm gonna read this." I fixed up on my anime list. I fleshed the shit out of it. Put up like, oh, this is what I'm watching. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. This is my top 10. This is my top 10. This, that. And then like I did all that. He's like, okay, I'll read it. And I waited, and like I don't know how long ago he just recently started reading it. He's like, oh, I dropped it. No, he didn't drop it. He put it on hold. He put it on hold for One Piece. I felt disrespected right then and there. What I wanted him to read on hold, but that's just me.
All right, really interesting.
I think we should, continue with the podcast.
I just find that whole thing funny. I'm in a similar situation as Riku, actually, but it's all personal. I didn't have to offend anyone but myself. I had to go back on my own word. All right, so let's move on here. Let's go to Mr. Lorray. What anime have you been watching lately?
Me?
Yes.
Okay, so I've been watching the Natsu no Taizai, the anime of the month. I watched Magi, which was sorely disappointing. It wasn't anything special. The animation was alright. The only cool fight scenes was Morgiana when she was fighting. Let's see. Seraph of the End. That one was like okay until towards the end where everything went crazy. A lot of unexpected things happened in that. And not much else. Not much else other than that.
All right, Chris.
Okay, so December's been pretty busy. I visited New York, as Tony knows, and yeah, there's holiday stuff going on. I got about 9 deep into 7 Deadly Sins, and I checked out the other Netflix original anime because my girlfriend loves the Sailor stuff, right? And they got some anime called Glitter Force. Okay. It's like they took Sailor Moon and Pokemon and mashed them together in the most awkward way possible. I tried. I got a couple episodes in, and I was like, I can't take it. Plus, it's Saban, so that shit is butchered. Like, you remember how in the 90s, like, we used to get anime, and it was, like, weirdly cut together and sort of localized oddly, and they make references that couldn't possibly be Japanese, and something's wrong? This felt like that, like a throwback. Like, just one of those... old Saban, like Cardcaptor Sakura, that shit was butchered to hell, or Yu-Gi-Oh, or whatever. It felt like that. So, I know you guys want to watch that, but I'll tell the rest of the world, don't bother with that show. It's weird. Like, if you want to see, like, a blatant ripoff of Pokemon mashed together with Sailor Moon, that's your show. But other than that, like, it's bad.
Wow, stay away from it. Was it Glitter Force?
Glitter Force. It says Netflix original, just like 7 Deadly Sins, right? So I was like, oh, what else did they bring over? Then I wait to the end. I'm like, oh, Saban. This explains everything.
Yeah, Saban is trash, man. All right, anything else?
No, that's it for me. I got like a backlog I gotta go through, but that's gonna be this month.
All right, Carlos, man, what's up?
I've been keeping up with One Piece. I'm watching Haikyuu Season 2. That's pretty good. I finished One Punch Man. Really good series. I mean, I've talked to Riku and Tony about this. It's it's a really good series, but I just don't see the hype of it being like one of the all-timers.
Me too.
But it's still pretty good. It's really, really good. So I recommend it to anybody who is curious. And
it's just good for its, dumb action and animation. That's it. That's what I say.
Well, that's like it's pretty much what it is, and it stays within its own genre, and it's really, really funny. I think the best part of it is its comedy and how it doesn't really take itself that serious. I think that's the best part of the show, and obviously the animation and the fighting, the action sequences are really top notch. They're not unlimited blade works like up that echelon, but it's still really, really good. Also, I watched Food Wars show. That's really good. I actually like it a lot. It's like food porn.
So tell me this. When you was watching it, did you have something to eat in front of you?
No, man. I wish I did. It's funny though, cause like whenever they make food, like the way people could tell if the other person that person that ate it liked it is if they had like an orgasm. But it's really funny, and it's actually pretty good. It's not like it's not amazing, but it's just really good and really fun to watch. And I can't wait for season 2 to come out this year. And also I watched the Dragon Ball Resurrection F movie. The latest Dragon Ball Z movie.
Yeah.
That's a piece of shit.
Whoa.
I hated it.
Whoa.
I hated it with a passion, man.
Why?
The animation is amazing, but other than that, the story, the characters, they're all horrible, man. I hated it. First of all, I just have a whole problem with Frieza coming back again. And with that whole BS, it's like, I don't want to spoil it though. So I don't know if everybody's watched it.
Yeah, I mean, the reason I've been watching it is because I really didn't like the last Dragon Ball Z movie. That's partly why I stopped watching Super. It's like we're just retelling this dumbass movie again. It's like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah.
So from what you're, I mean, I haven't seen it yet, obviously, but from what you're telling me, it sounds like it's aligned with the last movie, which was also trash. The more I think about it, when I first saw the last Dragon Ball Z movie, I was like, I don't know, I don't like this, but it has some good stuff. And then the more I think about it, that movie kind of sucked, actually.
Yeah, and I don't know, I just don't see how this movie progresses the Dragon Ball Z storyline and how, like, what we're supposed to look forward to. Frieza is just Frieza. It's nothing special. He's not that amazing, and the way they made it so he's a challenge for Goku was kind of bullshit, in my opinion.
Right.
And they keep bringing Gohan down, man. They just keep bringing Gohan down.
Don't say that, man.
He's look. This is a minor spoiler, but he's just nobody anymore. He's fucking Krillin. That's who he is.
No, I wouldn't.
He's fucking Krillin.
Come on, he was supposed to be like Neo, man. He was supposed to be the one.
He was the chosen one, man.
He was the chosen one, but I would not compare him to Krillin. I would not put him on his level. He was on his own until he got to Frieza himself. The only one that could stop him was Frieza himself.
Saitama style.
What's up, Rico?
No, I said Frieza stopped him Saitama style too.
Yeah, he did. And yeah, I have a lot of other problems with it, but I won't get into that. It's too much.
Let go over it, man. He has a family now.
No, man, this is the one, man.
Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball were my everything as a kid, man, and it's just sad how it's just going to the ditches.
Not to get too off topic, but to me, Dragon Ball Z will redeem itself if one of two things happen. One, Gohan comes back and becomes the ultimate badass he's meant to be, or two, Vegeta beats the shit out of Goku and he becomes the man. If either of those two happen, that's when we'll get, because Vegeta gets the short end of the straw every fucking time, man. Always gets the shit beat out of him, and then Goku comes in and saves the day. I want Vegeta to save the fucking day. That's what I want. I want him to be the ultimate guy.
Well, be careful.
That's what I want. If they give me that, I'll be happy,
Hey, I think it's time for you to watch Resurrection of F then.
Oh
yeah, you're gonna. Yeah.
Oh man. Hey, if that movie that gives me that, I'll be happy with it. Then fuck it, because I've been wanting that for decades now. You know, like Vegeta's like the man. He's the most awesome character in Dragon Ball Z, and he always gets like fucked over every single time. You know.
Yeah, man.
Anyway, Carlos, anything else?
That's pretty much it. Oh, and the anime of the month, of course.
All right. Okay, so for me, unfortunately, I didn't get to watch the anime a month. I've learned that October, November, December, I cannot watch fucking shit. It is just the height of video gameness. Me being a video game writer, it just ain't happening. But the last 2 weeks of December, everything kind of cooled off, and I'm like, okay, I can either watch the anime of the month or watch all the shit in my DVR, which just so happened to be anime too. So I went down that route. So I caught up completely with Toonami, completely caught up with it. So I'm pretty happy about that. I finished Michiko and Hachin. Just like with like 90% of every anime, the ending was just a disappointment. I'm like, huh, really? Like you spent the whole series looking for fucking Satoshi, and then yeah.
You know what's funny about that? Hearing you say that, that's strike 3 in my opinion for the animation studio that is no longer with us, Manglobe. They're the guys that made that one.
Really?
And when I think about it, honestly, everything that they've created, I've been vaguely disappointed in its ending. And I'm gonna name 4 for you.
Yeah.
You just said Machiko and Hachin is.
Yeah, Michiko and Hachin, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna chalk that one up. Even though I haven't seen it myself, I'm probably gonna see it, and I'm most likely gonna agree with you. Number 2, it just recently aired last year, and it's never getting a season 2, and it ended on a cliffhanger. It's called Gangsta.
Uh-oh.
And the third one is Dead Man Wonderland.
Man.
Manglobe made Dead Man Wonderland also, and I thought that ending was a disappointing.
Now, to be fair, that manga like cut off, didn't it? Didn't it just finish before like?
I have no clue.
That's what I heard. Like it was one of those like high school death situations.
Either way, it's another point. And the fourth one, in my opinion, everyone says, "Oh, it's debatable, it's debatable." In my opinion, I did not feel that the ending to Samurai Champloo was all that either.
Uh-oh.
And they made that Manglobe. That was probably their best thing that they've created. And it is. It indeed is. But we're gonna part ways, and then I'm sorry. I wanted more. That was probably the best ending out of all the stuff that they've had, because, you know, it's debatable. But all those other ones, they're not debatable. They're cliffhangers. They're never getting their season 2. It's just the only way they're gonna get redeemed is if they get rebooted. Samurai Champloo is probably the only one that you know is debatable on if you can consider that a conclusive ending or not. But either way, all of them are, in my opinion, were disappointing and inconclusive.
To be fair, Michiko and Hachin did have a conclusive ending, right? It didn't leave on a cliffhanger. It didn't leave anything. Okay. My problem was the execution. That was my problem. Like the whole series is them trying to find this one guy. They find him on the final episode. And you didn't. Hey, I'm whatever, man. You know, they find this dude on the final episode, and you don't even get to understand this character at all. You don't get to understand why he was so important to them. Like all this shit I wanted to know about this man, none of it came. It's like, okay, this is like it's the execution. I was like, if they would have had like maybe like, because I think it was like a 22 episode anime. If they would have had 4 more, I think that would have been okay. You know, to really flesh this character out, really make you understand why he's so important. He just felt like inconsequential. But the anime did have an ending, a proper ending. Like it was a conclusion. But I just didn't like the way they pull it off. That was my main thing. What else did I watch? One Piece. I don't know the name of the arc, but basically they finished the whole forgot the fucking the island and shit with the fucking Water 7. So they finished the Water 7 shit. They got a new ship now. The Sunny
Thousand Sunny.
Usopp's back. That was the whole scene was so funny.
Be careful with Riku, man.
Uh-oh. Anyway, okay, so this is one scene with Usopp and Luffy that just made me laugh so much. The way, Carlos, I think
I know what you're talking about, man.
It's just so funny to me,
You talking about the dynamic between Usopp and Luffy? Luffy is like completely clueless like the whole time.
Well, that was that. I wasn't talking about that specifically, but that was pretty funny too. It's like, hey, where's Sniper King? It's like, dude, him and Chopper. You know, it's like you dumb motherfuckers. What else? Naruto Shippuden. I'm just rewatching again. I like the anime. You know, the sub one. I watched it up to episode 260. So I like watching the dub again. I really like the voice actors they have and stuff. I'm forgetting. There's like 3 other anime I'm watching, but yeah.
This is why I write it down.
Yeah. The funny Dragon Ball Z Kai, obviously, you know, Goku was beating the fuck out of Frieza. He's super saying. He's saying some crazy shit too. That see again, they changed the dialogue around. I was like, interesting. You know? Like I don't remember them saying that in the original dub. See, but again, it's all open to interpretation, referencing a conversation you guys have not heard. So yeah, that was pretty much it. I made a tactical decision. I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to sacrifice the anime of the month in order for me to watch all this Toonami shit. And on top of all the other shows, all the fucking shit I watch normally. So I'm caught up. I'm good, you know? Anyway,
the question is, can you stay caught up?
Oh, man, that's going to be the question. Dude, this is why I'm glad we're going to do our new thing, that, you know, now. Because January, February, Riku, as you know, those are the months to watch all that shit, because once March hits, forget it. That's it. You're no time.
I personally, for me, it's end of March. It's early. It's April that will fuck me up. It's April that will fuck me up.
No, for me, it begins in March.
It begins in March. Yeah, for me, it begins in April.
Yeah. Actually, I'll be honest. It begins in February. Once that Street Fighter drops, that's it. I'm gone, man. So January, I'm gonna try to watch Riku, whatever anime you suggest, and then another one on top of that. You know.
You see, here's the thing. Aren't you second? Aren't you for February?
Yes, I am. But I'm gonna try to watch whatever's third. You know.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See, that's what you need to be doing. See, when you guys tell me your stuff, like I said, One Piece and the Otanime stuff is the only things I will be watching as far as like backlog stuff in January. So yeah.
Yeah.
Minor spoiler alert, but one of my series might only take you a day.
Oh, really? Oh, don't worry. I got one that's only going to be a day for you guys, too. Anyway, let's get into it. 7 Deadly Sins, and the guy who recommended this shit isn't even here, which is hilarious. So I don't, and again, I didn't get to watch this. I don't know which one of you guys wants to take charge here with this one. Fuck it, Riku, you take charge.
Oh, God. All right, Nanatsu no Taizai. All right, well, I'm going to tell you my little origin story I had with this anime before I even hop into it.
Yes.
Nanatsu no Taizai, when they said it was getting an anime, I heard some real good things about it. People calling it one of their favorite mangas of all time. They're so happy it got an anime. It's by the animation studio A1 Pictures, the people that animated Sword Art Online and all this good stuff. So I'm like, okay, I'll watch it. And I was there day one when the episode 1 of the sub came out, and I was like, okay, this is decent. And I love the opening. And we got into, I think it was like around episode 6. So I think this is where Bon and King, they started fighting, and he put the spear through him and all. It was around there. And I don't know, it's just something happened and I stopped showing up. What was it coming out? Thursdays, I think? I think this was around the same anime season as Gundam Build Fighters and Parasite, and I think, what else was there? Death Parade? The sub for Death Parade? A lot of real good shit was out during the time, and I was just like, I don't feel like watching this anymore. So did I drop it or did I put it on hold?
I think you put it on hold.
I definitely think I put it on hold. So I put it on hold because I said I'll get back to this once this is completely over and all of this crazy good stuff is done. I'll go back and watch it. And I did put it on hold. And I didn't when I think around November they announced that there was an English dub coming out for it. And I was like, okay, when I do take it off hold and I actually start it again, I will go to the dub. And then that's when Manny recommended it, and I was like, oh, okay, so this is my chance to get back into it and all that good stuff. When I put it on hold, I had it at a what I had like a 6.5. It was fine. And then when I finished it, I have it at a 7. It's good. As far as I've been hearing, according to like the manga readers and whatnot, this is A1 Pictures. I don't know if you guys know how A1 Pictures, but do you know how they do their manga to anime adaptations?
That I do not know. How do they do it?
So A1 Pictures, they've been known these past couple years for when they adapt something, they rush the shit out of it. And a couple examples I can give you is Nanatsu no Taizai, Sword Art Online,
Ew.
Magi, and there was one more. What the fuck was it? I can't remember, but those are the 3 main ones. They adapted Magi, the season 1, which was 25 episodes. That was 100 chapters. 100 chapters and 25 episodes, that's a lot of fucking content. And a lot of it was chopped out, and I've been hearing some stuff. But I think Manga was still adapted, to an enjoyable extent. But for Nanatsu no Taizai, they did the exact same thing. Those 25 episodes that, we have right now, that's 100 chapters. And I heard they even skipped some flashbacks on certain characters that we'll never see, and certain flashbacks that we know were altered, like the King flashback, which was apparently the best flashback. I heard that one was altered. It was even better than what we saw. So I'm like, so we didn't even get to see the real. This is weird.
We didn't really get much in that flashback though. That's the crazy part.
Out of all of the flashbacks, that's the one we got the most out of.
Well, because I agree with that, but it's because we didn't really get flashbacks for any of the other characters.
We got one for Bon. When he was drinking
from
the fountain and stuff. Yeah, we got one for Bon, and we got one for Diane. We got that at the same time we got Kings, and then obviously we didn't get Meliodas because he's the main character, and they got to hold that off. And did we get one for the pig? I can't remember. I don't think so.
For Hawk?
Yeah, Hawk. A pig named Hawk. Like, anyway. Yeah, I mean we got like half of the flashbacks out of the cast that was there. What was the chick that Elizabeth? We got hers too. But the point is, it was altered and rushed, and this is just what A1 Pictures does. And I just, man, now when I see an anime and it's gonna get adapted and I see A1 Pictures on it, I'm just like, fuck. I know it's gonna look good. It always does. Like no one can deny that Sword Art Online looked good, Magi looked good, Nanatsu no Taizai looked good. They all looked good and animated decent at best. But it's the adaptation, quality and the pacing that pisses me off about almost everything they do.
Well, minor spoiler alert, but A1 Pictures did my favorite anime of the year.
Is it?
Yeah, we'll get to that though.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Allah.
But yeah, it is what it is. So Nanatsu no Taizai, it's a 7. It's good. I hope that season 2 is even better. I heard the manga is. I don't even know where the manga's at, but they're probably gonna adapt another 100 episodes. We'll see what they do with that.
Yeah, I thought it was. To me, it started off really, 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 really bad. I didn't. It was too much fan service. You didn't know what the characters were doing. It was
it was Fairy Tail. The Fairy Tail was the last one the last big one that A1 Pictures anime. It was Fairy Tail. I think that's their Dragon Ball Z. So.
Right.
Yeah. Continue.
And I guess to me it started getting better as soon as we're getting more members of the 7 Deadly Sins.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like King and Bon were pretty good characters. That I more than just their characters. I just liked the way they fought, especially Bon at the end.
Oh yeah. That last fight was pretty good.
But I don't know. It moved really slow. You didn't really get backstory on a lot of the other characters, and the whole Elizabeth thing about her I don't, or her power at the end. I'm like,
Yeah,
where
that
did
came
this
out of
come
nowhere.
from?
I mean, that was kind of one of those generic plot twists. Oh, the innocent girl that you were protecting the whole time has this catalyst OP attack or OP
Right.
ability. You know, on some Orihime shit.
That ending actually reminded me of Soul Eater's ending.
Who?
Soul Eaters?
Soul Eaters. Oh yeah, I haven't seen Soul Eaters, but I was gonna say what's her name from Bleach? I just said her name a second ago.
Yeah.
Orihime.
Orihime, yeah. It reminded me of Orihime, that one girl that, everyone's trying to protect, and then she just so happened to have some sort of hidden, OP power.
Right. But yeah, I mean, I was kind of upset that we didn't get to see the whole crew together. I think we only got 6 at the most.
We just missing just one, yeah. We just missing one now.
So I'm like,
we're getting season 2 this year.
Like, why are you calling it 7 Deadly Sins if we only got 6? But yeah, I guess they're making a season 2, so.
Yeah.
Well, that's the group. 7 Deadly Sins, though.
Yeah, that's the name of the group.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming you guys all read the manga beforehand?
No.
Nanatsu no Taizai?
I did not touch the manga at all.
I've just heard from Nauseous from the Tester.
No, Nauseous.
Yes, Nauseous from the Tester. That's one of his favorite mangas of all time. So he was really trying to get me into that manga. You gonna read Nanatsu no Taizai, Rico? I'm like, I don't know, man. So that's how I've been hearing my stuff about 7 Deadly Sins.
Okay, yeah, because I was like, it seems like you guys are anticipating shit.
Yeah, but yeah.
I myself didn't enjoy it immensely. I just thought it was a little bit better than Magi because of the action. I really like King's backstory, even though Riku said that it wasn't translated well.
Or adapted. Adapted. Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. I feel like King was like they focused too much on him. Like everyone else doesn't get that time that King does. So I guess they're going to save that for the second season.
Yeah.
Some things didn't make sense for me, like how what's his name? The guy that's invincible.
Bond.
Yeah, how he wanted to kill Leonidas.
Yeah.
After knowing this girl for how long? Like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 weeks. He wants to kill his commander, his best friend.
Are you talking about when he got put into that little dimension area, or the first time?
It was when he was talking to his entities, when it was like, oh, we can grant you a wish, and you have to do this one thing for us.
Something about his sister, right?
No, it wasn't anything about his sister. It was about King's sister.
King's sister. Yeah, so pretty much he went to that room when they were at the very end when they went to the room.
Mm-hmm.
He went to the room where Hawk was.
Yeah.
They asked him, or do you want to bring her back? And he's like,
yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah. I thought you were talking about something different. But yeah, I agree with you. That was his mentality is weird as hell. Because definitely when he came back, he was like, I'm gonna kill you, Meliodas, and then Hawk had to hop in and all this other stuff. I'm like, man, you're getting owned by a pig right now, as far as your mentality on stuff. So
that pig, man, he got a lot of shit done.
Oh yeah, that little plot twist at the end, that pig and all of that crazy shit. They really tried to make you feel for Hawk. I'm like, because I did not like that pig like the entire time. And then I saw that ending, I was like, I'll give you some credit. You putting in work.
He busted out a Groot at the end.
Yeah, it's funny you say he. I thought this whole fucking time that shit was a she.
Yeah, I guess I just assume because Hawk sounds kind of like a guy's name more than a girl.
For me, I guess it was the fact that it's pink, the fact that it sounds like a girl, and then the fact that it wasn't acting, like a guy really. It wasn't really acting like any gender, but the fact that it was pink and the fact that it sounded like a girl, I just assumed it was a girl. But that pink, female-looking talking pig is a guy, so I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and yeah, like I said, the animation was really good. Some of the fights were really good, I thought. It picked up at the end when they were fighting in the whole the castle. Especially when freaking what's his name King steps up and kills his bro for the third time. You're like, damn.
Yeah. I thought the animation was okay. I thought the choreography was amazing, though. I'll give them the choreography that they had. Obviously, all of that was from the manga, so I'm glad they kept all of the choreography in set. But there was one thing as far as animation that irked me a little bit. It happened a couple of times, but the one that stood out the most was there was one. I know anime does this a lot, so this is just nitpicking. But there was one scene where I think it was Diane got shot like right in her chest, and she had like this giant hole. It was around the time where she was trying to protect that little kid, the little brother of that other girl that was fighting them.
Yeah.
And when she got shot in the chest, she had like this giant hole, and like the next scene is not there. She like doesn't have anything there, and then she's running at the dude, and then the scene after that, she has the hole again. I'm like, what the wait? Because when she didn't have, I was like, wait, where's the hole? Wait, didn't she just get blasted in the chest? And then the scene after that, she had the hole again. And I'm like, oh, that's just an animation derp, I guess. But that happened about like 4 times, but that was the one that I was just like, I was literally talking out loud to myself, like, wait, where's the hole? She can heal like Bond now? What the fuck is going on? So I don't know. I guess, like I said, they probably was just rushing it again. It's most likely will be fixing the Blu-rays if they get any box sets. They most likely will, but yeah, like I said.
Did they ever explain why Meliodas is always a freaking kid?
No. Apparently, that's not even explained in the manga right now. Apparently, that's just one of those big secrets. Like, where's the One Piece? What's inside it? Is one of those things where you.
I don't think it's like a big secret. It's just like the way he ages. He just looks young.
No, he apparently didn't look like that.
Really, he looked different. Oh, yeah. So he actually looked like his wanted poster. And he changed.
Yeah, apparently.
When does it say that?
No, it's just told me.
Oh. That's a manga thing, okay.
Yeah. So I guess that's just one of the things they left out in the anime too.
Shit.
But it is what it is. Yeah, no Taizai. It wasn't a bad choice, but I'm glad I knocked that out. It's not in my whole section anymore.
It's mad.
Like I said, it's good. It's 7, so I can't give it anything more than that.
It's like a 6 or a 7 for me. I forgot what I put.
Yeah, I gave it a 6. Chris, any thoughts? I know you saw like what is it, 9 episodes?
Yeah, I'm 9 episodes in. I'm enjoying it. I'd say it's pretty good. There's some stuff I don't like some stuff felt rushed, and also when you create a world with characters that are that overpowered, like remember Bond and they met in the prison, right? And that guy seals the prison in and is like, oh, they'll never get out. Like, I don't know, he makes some comparisons, like this thing. And then they just start arm wrestling. They're like joke arm wrestling and shattering the whole place and it blows up. I'm like, these guys are that strong. So it's already like such over-the-top ridiculousness. Like, there's nowhere to go from here, you know? At least in Dragon Ball and stuff, everybody trains and stuff gets stronger to deal with a challenge. These guys are already like gods, right? So I don't even know what to expect from here. Like, Bond's getting stabbed all the time. This guy's like trying to torture him. He's like, he doesn't give a shit. He's got steel spikes in him. He stabs him in the chest. He's like, I don't care. He gets impaled by King multiple times. And I'm only on episode 9, and this guy stabbed him like 5 times in the same episode. And he's just like standing there.
It's funny you bring that up because freaking that's another problem I had with it, especially with Meliodas. That dude is like supposedly like sick OP, but I don't think he's ever won a fight.
Who, Meliodas?
Yeah, I think he gets messed up every time.
I don't know. Guess I wasn't paying attention to see if he was actually winning his fights or not.
Yeah, I mean he gets messed up, but like, already like he when that guy sliced him in the back and he acted all cool and he was really injured, and then that guy poisons him in the hospital, and then what wakes him up? It's like nobody can touch his sword. He just gets up like nothing happened. I'm like, but dude. Nobody explains why you're able to do that. Like Bond has an explanation.
I think they do explain that later.
Oh, okay. Because right now I'm like, so what's your excuse? You know?
Well, like they explain the importance of the sword, but they don't really explain like his connection to it. Oh, they kind of do, but it's still kind of ambiguous. towards the end.
I mean, I'm enjoying the stuff, but they're just like so ridiculously OP. And right now, they're in the necropolis or something. They're fighting that Holy Knight, that chick, and she said like she killed herself to get in there to fight them. And she's right now she's owning them. She's just like, and then King joined the fight, so I guess he's gonna whoop her ass. I don't know, but like I think Riku's right. Like he's getting owned by her. Like she was just kicking his ass.
The irony is, like, that chick is fucking all three of them up, but at the end she's kind of like irrelevant. Like she's not like it's like, oh, now she's not that close. She's not even close as powerful as any of them. You know?
Yeah, the season finale guy. You thought OP. You thought these two guys are OP when that season finale guy is. It's just like, what the fuck. But same can be said about the season finale enemy in Magi. But
yeah. Well, I like to see some growth. These guys are already powerful, right? They're already like Ban can't die. Like when you're like, this guy can't die, right? He's that tough. Like, then what the hell does he have to worry about?
Yeah, trust me. During that like final fight against like the season finale guy, he must have died like how many times? Like it was like he had. It's like you're playing a video game. You have infinite lives, and you're playing a Souls game, and you're just like basically how it was. Like it was kind of funny, honestly. Like Bond was just like, oh, I'm back, and then he just gets his head sliced off, and they're like, okay, he continues like to fight Meliodas, and then Bond comes like, oh, I'm back alive, and then the main guy would just kill him again, and then go back and fight Meliodas. It was kind of funny, honestly.
It's funny because I kind of enjoyed that aspect of Bakano where these guys are immortal, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they get fucked up and stuff, and they come back. But they were still people, right? They still could get shot and whatever and killed. They weren't like shattering the earth with like an arm wrestling match or anything. So it's just kind of weird to me. Like they're that powerful. There's nowhere to go. Like they're already skilled, and they're already super powerful. But I'm still curious to see where the story is going. It kept my interest, and I enjoyed some of the fights. It does it gets very fan servicey. Like he's constantly groping Elizabeth. Like so far, I'm like, god damn.
I mean, you can't say he's generic. A lot of MCs will not do that.
Yo, how do y'all feel when Hawk died?
Like I said earlier, when you went away for a little while, that's when I started to respect that pig. Everything before that, I was so fucking annoyed by.
Well, I learned something. I thought the pig was female.
I said the same thing like 5 minutes ago, bro.
Yeah.
To be I was like, no, they killed my dude Hawk. Oh my goodness! I was like, that had me effed up for a bit. Like I didn't care about the pig at first, but then it comes like, that's my time to protect y'all. It just stood there.
And then kill him off like Pokemon the first movie style.
Yeah. Shit.
Like Ash and freaking.
Like when everyone was like getting resurrected and healed and stuff like that, just like in like Naruto, how like Pain was like brought everyone back to life, and how like was like killing everyone. It was like, oh, Hark is still dead.
Freaking pig comes back. I am Groot style. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, man.
That part was the best for me.
It was a weird part, but I'm not gonna deny it was good. But yeah, Nanatsu no Taizai. It is what it is. We'll see how season 2 goes.
I'll say this, like, I'm glad Netflix is trying to bring, anime over. Just like it seems hit or miss. Like that.
Oh, I like. Ask you guys. So you guys watched it in dub or sub? Because like I said earlier, when I do watch it, I was gonna watch it in dub. I couldn't do it. I went to sub. When I heard, like I said, I watched about 6 episodes when it was first airing, so that's 6 weeks of me getting used to how Meliodas' Japanese voice sounds. So when I came over here, I despised Meliodas' voice. It was like someone scratching a chalkboard. That weird, nerdy. It did not. I felt it did not fit him.
I was gonna say that about Hawk, man.
Really?
That pig's voice, well, the English voice, is just annoying. That's why I thought it's like a girl, because it's a girl voice in it.
Yeah, the pig's voice, both in Japanese and English, sounds like, I think it is voiced by a girl. So there's that.
So does Meliodas sound like, "Don't worry, I'll save you, Elizabeth"?
Oh, you watched it in sub?
Yeah, I watched it in sub.
It's hard to explain how he sounds.
He sounds like a kid.
Yeah, he just sounds like a kid. Like I've been watching on Netflix. So
I said, if you guys watched it in the sub, you would have an issue. It's one of those things where if you haven't listened to the sub, you wouldn't have an issue with it. Because I honestly think I wouldn't have an issue with it if I didn't hear the sub.
I don't have an issue with it. I don't
Exactly.
think so.
Exactly. See, I'm probably I can almost guarantee you when the Hunter x Hunter dub comes out, I'm probably gonna have an issue with Gon's English voice. Someone tells me I'm gonna have an issue with it. I don't know. Someone tells me I'm gonna have an issue with it. We'll see. But that's how I feel about Meliodas' English dub. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, I heard Bond's one of Bond's scenes in English on YouTube, and it sounded pretty good actually.
So Lorray and Chris, you guys watched it in dub?
Yeah.
I'm watching dub. Yeah.
Okay.
Netflix, man.
At first, when it was first releasing, when we was watching it, me and you, I was watching it in sub, but then again,
you watched like
3 episodes,
right? Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know.
All right, I guess we could move on here. Remember, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to talk about. It was a Kame ga Kill. I want to talk about a Kame ga Kill real quick.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm getting really annoyed with the main dude. What's his face?
I can't remember his name.
Yo,
Tatsumi. There we go. Yeah.
Tatsumi. S-Death with them big ass titties is throwing himself at my man, and he's not going for him. Like, yo, son, you got her in bed. Fuck that bitch. Like fuck the ass and the titties.
I don't know what he thinks his like cock is gonna freeze if he fucks her. I have no clue what's going through his mind.
And it's one of those situations like I hate anime fucking like characters sometimes where it's like you get this really hot woman throwing for you, and you're like.
That's why I like characters like Sanji, and that's why I didn't mind the fact that when it came to Meliodas' personality, at least he was he's definitely not gonna go when he sees something. He's like, oh yeah, give me it all. Him and Aladdin from Magi. Him and Aladdin. They just like, I love it all. Give me it.
So he's like that guy from High School of the Dead. Remember that one scene where he has those 2 chicks?
Oh shit, that dude, that rapist guy, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's funny.
I was just thinking about. Actually, here's my question: would Sanji actually get in? Because it always seems like when he's about to get the woman, he just like faints or something,
Oh, you guys still have to see this one part, man.
But yeah, man,
it was crazy.
But yeah, Tatsumi's like, come on, son, get it in, man, get it in. I know she's crazy, I know she's on her mind, but look at them titties, man. Like, do it. But yeah, I'm loving a Kame ga Kill. It's so fucking brutal, man. I love that shit. Like that's how anime used to be back in the day. They didn't play it safe, she was hacking shit up. I like that.
You know what's crazy? I only read 1 chapter of the manga before the anime came out, and it's even more brutal than that.
Nice.
There's some stuff that they even censored out of the anime is brutal, but there's still some stuff they censored. Like let's say in episode 1, it was episode 1. Like I watched chapter 1, so episode 1 was a certain scene where when shit first hit the fan, and they were in the mansion. Yeah. And the first, I think it was the mother. She got her head chopped off.
Yeah, that was crazy.
They didn't show her head getting chopped. They showed, they implied her head got chopped off. You see it, hit the floor and all that stuff. In the manga they show it like off, like they show everything. But in the anime, they I think they focused on like her torso. And then her torso. Yeah. I'm like, wow. Interesting, but it's still brutal as hell.
Yeah, right now I'm actually watching it now, but I haven't seen this episode yet. But yeah, basically the last episode I saw was Akame's sister, right? She like brought up these like crazy, she resurrected some like dudes and brought up this giant fucking monster. Like, we need to kill her because we can't defeat these things. Fucking crazy, man.
Oh, dude, did you see that thing I tagged you in on Facebook earlier today?
Yes.
With the little teddy, did you? So you understand that, right?
Yeah, I totally. This shit is funny, man.
That little thing. Little dog.
I felt like with Akami's sister being in the mix, that like it brings up like conflict emotions. You like at the same time you want Akami to be successful and like recruiting her sister over, turning her, making sure that she's good. But at the same time you're like, man, she needs to die. She needs to die as soon as possible. Because she does some things that make you...
So wait, exactly what episode are you on, Tony?
Okay, like you said, I haven't seen this episode. I've been on mute. But it looks like they're showing their origin story. Akame is, like, she's fighting a monster with a little sister. They're obviously younger. So that's the next episode I'm about to watch. Like, you guys know what I'm talking about, right?
Like,
Their
do you know what
origin
number
story.
it is, or no?
Probably 12 or 13, I don't know. But
okay.
Anyway, the episode I'm on right now, the one they're showing is, it seems to be Akame and her sister's origin story.
Okay. That was a good one.
12 or so. But it's a good show. So yeah, that's the one I want to talk about. So let's move on. Okay, by the way, people, Otanime is the most disorganized fucking podcast we have. This was supposed to be the year-end special. That didn't happen. It's fucking January already. But we're going to treat it like it's the year-end special. So we're going to talk about, what is it, Rico, our top 3 favorite anime we watched.
Top 5.
Yeah, top 4. I can't do 5. I only got 3 for you motherfuckers.
That we saw in 2015. So it's basically, the anime that came out if the episode aired in 2015, then it counts. But if you can't even do that, then if it's any anime, even if it came out in 1999, if you saw it in 2015, then go ahead and say it. If you can't get 3, but yeah, that's how we're gonna do it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Just so I can get to 3, because I don't watch new anime like you guys do.
Yeah.
Because I got 2 that totally count, and I'm gonna throw in a asterisk one because it still kind of counts, even though it came out last year, I believe. But it still counts. Anyway, Riku, you go first. What are your top 5?
Okay, so my top 5. At number 5, it's Death Parade. Number 4, it's Kuroko no Basket Season 3.
I still need to watch that, man.
Yeah, it's fucking great. At number 3, it's Prison School. Prison School is so good. So good, Prison School.
Looking for
fucking Prison School. I can't wait. I need a season 2 of that shit. Like, really. That's the best, like, ecchi I've ever watched. At number 2 is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stardust Crusaders Season 2. That Dio fight, yeah, it's just crazy. I can't wait for the season that's starting in April. That's another thing. That's one of those things in April that One Piece I can't be grinding through One Piece when stuff like JoJo's is like out. But yeah, and my number 1 is One Punch Man.
What?
Of course.
Mm-hmm. What? You Riku?
Yeah. It is. It's my favorite, not my best. So
just to let everyone know, Riku's not counting Unlimited Blade Works and Parasite.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I had Parasite as my number 1 for 2014. So I didn't want to put it inside there again.
You disgusting.
Unlimited Blade Works is number 6. It is what it is. You can have a Parasite in your top 5 for 2014 and 15. You go ahead and do that, but I want my list to have different stuff inside there. And Parasite was number 1 for last 2014. So it is what it is.
But it does fit your rules, though.
Huh?
It does fit in your rules, though.
Yeah, it does. But it is what it is. This is my list. My choice. So.
A subtle way of saying "fuck you." All right, let's go, Carlos. Man, top 5.
Okay, so for my number 5, it's One Punch Man.
Okay.
I already stated why I liked it. Number 4 is Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works.
Hey.
So I am counting 2014, 2015. If it like Tony said, if it ended this year, then they're part of the list.
Yeah.
Number 3 is Durarara Season 2, Show in 10.
Okay.
That
one's really good, huh?
Yeah, it's not as good as the first season. The first season I think is the best, but
is it?
But man, that world is just crazy, man. It's if you haven't watched Durarara, it's pretty much like Bakano. It's the same makers as Bakano. Oh, go ahead, Miku.
I love the dub in Durarara, by the way. I love the dub. The dub is
good. I heard it's good.
It's one of those things where it's just I have to wait for it. Is that good?
And because it's the same people that made Bakano, and Bakano's dubs are good too.
Yeah, I know. I remember someone telling me that, which I'm glad I watched Bakano before Durarara, because I know those couple, they made a little cameo in Durarara.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
And where am I? Number 2 Oh yeah. Number 2 is Parasite.
Hey.
Parasite was a shit, man. And number 1 is Your Lie in April. Now, has anybody heard of that series?
Yes, I have. I have actually heard of that series. I heard that's a really critically acclaimed series.
I love that series, man.
That's the musician and the what's the other kid? I think he's deaf or something. No.
So the story is it's this prodigy pianist, and he was like really good as a little kid, but after his mom died, he kind of lost the sense of the music. So he doesn't play as good, and he meets up with this girl that kind of helps him along his journey to recover from like his post-traumatic stress from his mom dying.
Yeah.
And it's really good, man. It's really emotional too.
Yeah, I know that's really, really high, critically acclaimed. So yeah, I do, trust me, I've heard of it. I think it's actually in my plan to watch. Let me check.
Ooh.
Because like I said, I heard some really good stuff about it. I gotta go by its Japanese name. But yeah, I think it's in my plan to watch.
It starts with an SHI, I think.
Yeah, you're right. Because I know it's actually in like the top anime of all time on Mal. It's like a number. It's right here, number 14.
Oh
it's in
shit.
the top 20. Yeah.
So yeah, that was my number 1 and really good. I really recommend that one.
All right, cool. Lorraine, top 5.
Okay. It's what y'all been all waiting for.
Where's my fucking drum roll? I didn't even have that shit ready, man. I fucked up. My bad.
My 5th one is gonna be Worry No Seraph. Because it's like the best anime. It's probably because I haven't watched a lot of anime this year, and the animation itself is pretty good, and the story especially picks up towards the end. That Tokyo Ghoul.
Rude.
Oh. Second season.
Round 8. Is I liked it. Then come in 3rd place is Death Parade.
Okay.
Then 2nd, between number 2 and number 1 is pretty hard. Number 2 is Unlimited Brave Works. The fighting, the animation, the twists, the turns.
So you finished it.
What's up?
You finished Unlimited Blade Works.
Yeah, I remember.
Okay. I don't remember us talking about that. I remember us talking about the last couple episodes, but I don't remember us having a conclusive talk.
Yeah, we finished talking. He was like, "Oh, if you like Unlimited Blade Works and you finished it, so like watch like this movie, watch this series."
Oh yeah. The sunny day thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that one's pretty good. They need to start bringing the games over here in America. They're missing out on the big market here. Next is Parasite. The first one. You know how I feel about that, Tony. Almost choked a friend over that.
Yeah, I was about to bring that up.
I almost choked out your friend. It's a real good story. I enjoyed it.
Technically, she's not my friend. She's a friend of a friend. I just met her that night.
She's watching this. How dare you?
Oh man! All right. So that was your number 1 then, huh?
Yeah, Parasite. Yeah.
I think Lorraine's gonna be happy with me. All right. Chris, what you got, man?
Let's see. I didn't do my homework, so I'm gonna have to freeball this one. Just on feelings. I'd say for 5, I'll say Parasite. That was surprising because when it was recommended, I started watching it. I was like, holy shit, this is fucking gory. I don't know if I can watch this show. I don't even know what's going on, like aliens eating people and shit. But it was really, really good. I was surprised, and I really grew to enjoy it and get attached to the characters. I liked it a lot. Number 4, I'd say Baccano. Baccano was a surprise for me because I wasn't getting into it in the beginning, and the only part of Baccano I really enjoyed from the start was that it was it was happening in the 30s, but then it was jumping around through time, and I'm like, okay, I'm invested in this now because I want to know how all this relates. I'm not seeing how all this comes together. When you see it comes together and has a nice mixture of comedy, and then it just gets brutal, but it balances it so well. Like a lot of animes can't do that, but it did it really, really well, and I really enjoyed it. Number 3, I'll say Death Parade. And Death Parade was really, really good. Just right off the bat, it was like, wow. And it dealt with the afterlife and all that stuff so interestingly. That you play a game, basically, to see what is going to happen to your soul. That was very, very interesting. I enjoyed it a lot. Let me think.
Yeah, Death Parade for me is definitely an honorable mention.
Yeah, I thought it was fantastic. Like, when you think about mortality and how cleverly they did it, and I would love to see more of that, because like how all the dealers are set up and that old man and stuff, they never really explain him, but I would love to see like more of that world explained. They didn't really explain him. Let's see. For my second one, I have Seiyushio Totoro. I'm really enjoying that.
Nice.
I like that, like, throwback to old school stuff. I remember the original, OVA, and I love that thing. It's one of the first animes I ever watched, so I'm really enjoying this new one. Shit. I'm gonna stop there.
That's fine, dude. I only got 3 myself.
Yeah.
Okay. The number 3, I'm gonna pick this because even though it actually came out in 2014, right? The dub came out in 2015, and I need to fill up space here. I'm gonna go and I just counted, Riku, just for you, 16 episodes. So I'm gonna go with a Kame ga Kill. Fucking great, man. I like the fact that the anime kind of reminds me of a video game too, like an RPG. Like this weird kind of medieval fantasy type thing. You have a party and stuff. That's a really good one. I haven't finished it yet, obviously, but I saw the majority of it in 2015. So technically a new anime for 2015. So I'm going with that one. Number 2, actually, little asterisk here. Technically, this is the best anime, but we're going with favorites, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Number 2 is Death Parade. Fucking great, man. Like Chris said, I like the fact that like basically you have these 2 people and you really get to strip them down to their core just to see if they're really good or really bad. But then at the heart of it, the whole process of figuring out if a person's bad may be flawed too. So I like how even in the second episode they flip the whole shit around. Like, hey, this process is not exactly 100% legit. You're kind of forcing these people into these situations. So I enjoyed that. Like I said, that was probably the best anime I saw, but the thing is, it didn't really have any action, and you know me, I'm an action guy. I need action in my fucking shit. The number 1 goes to Parasites, man. Yeah, I told you you're going to be happy with me, Lorraine. Again, I love this anime because it had that old school feel, man. It was just really brutal, and it was also very, like, heady and stuff, Like, it really made you think about the nature of humanity and stuff. Obviously, we've seen a ton of anime, ton of fiction that deals with this sort of stuff, but I just really like the way this one did it, And I really like the characters. And to me, even though I like the show, from the beginning, to me it really got good when Shinichi got superpowers. That's why I'm like, okay, I like this now. Now it's getting into my territory, superhero shit. So I like, but he's not obviously not a superhero and like I'm gonna do good. He's just a guy who has superpowers, and he's like, hey, I should try to help as many people as possible. And I like again. He starts off as a typical anime pussy, guy you just want to like kick, and then he becomes the fucking man. He even gets it in with that chick too, Murano. I'm like, yes, man. You never see that type of shit. I love that. So yeah, Parasite definitely my number 1, man. Fucking great. Thank you, Lori, for putting me on, man. That was the shit. So that is that for our favorite anime. So let's I'm gonna combine them. So let's do anime we're anticipating watching / most anticipating watching for 2016. So let's combine them, even though they're not very different from one another. Again, Riku, start us off. What are you most anticipating in 2016?
The thing, I think my number 1 most anticipated anime for 2000 and this year.
This year.
It has to be JoJo's Part 4. It has to be. Because I finished the manga for Part 4 back in October of last year, and man, it's really, really, really debatable if it's the best part so far. because Part 3 is really fucking good. It has the most popular Joestar out of all of them. He is the reason why this whole reboot of the series was created, and it blew up because of, Part 3. But the fact that it revitalized the whole franchise and it rebooted it. The fact that they're going to continue it to Part 4, hopefully Part 5, 6, 7, and 8, because they're all the way up to Part 8 in freaking the manga. But Part 3 got like two anime adaptations, one back in the 90s, and then it got a reanimated one, a couple last year and the year before last. Part 4 never got an anime, and Part 4 the manga for Part 4 came out in like 1997, and that shit is amazing. So that's definitely my most anticipated. Is Diamond is Unbreakable, as it is called. As far as other stuff that I am highly anticipating, it's funny because all of them fucking come out in April, which is why I can't be doing this One Piece shit in April. Another one that comes out in April is called Boku no Hero Academia.
Oh no!
Highly anticipating that one. It's going to be adapted by Studio Bones. I looked at some of the people, some of the animators behind it for Canipa. Yeah, there's some good ass people down there, and a lot of those Bones people, they're the people that are known for the animation behind Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. So we're gonna get some good shit from Boku no Hero. I'm all caught up with the manga, so I know this shit is gonna be good. And then I'm gonna name one more. I think this one comes out in April also. Let me see. Let me make sure about that. Do spring 2016. Oh yes, it is. Magi, Sinbad no Boken. It is the origin story of Sinbad. He's probably the most badass character in Magi. He solidifies that in season 2. But the fact that he's getting his own anime in April, that I'm hyped for that. He's not my favorite character, but I have to agree he is the best character in the show. He even has his own theme song when he comes in on some Lubu Dinosaur shit. He's fucking awesome. So yeah, Magi Sinbad no Boken is my third choice.
All right, cool.
There. Yeah.
Carlos.
I made a top 5 of things I'm anticipating for 2016. Number 5 is Haikyuu season 2, just a continuation. So it's going on right now. It started in 2015 and it's still going on through 2016 and it should end in a couple of months. So I'm anticipating that. Number 4 is Food Wars season 2. I just barely finished watching Food Wars, and it's really good, and I can't wait for season 2. Durara, the final piece of season 2. So how that was, the season 2 of Durara was split into 3 sections. So we're getting the 3rd section in 2016.
Yeah, isn't that the last one, or?
Yeah.
I actually heard there. Just continue. Yeah.
At number 2, I heard there's gonna be a Berserk remake. And I've never seen Berserk, so I might just start with that. And I heard it's.
You mean like a series remake?
Yeah.
Huh. Wow.
You watched the movie though, Carlos?
No, I've heard this Berserk. I heard this Berserk isn't a remake. It's the arc that happened after wherever they animated, wherever it ended. The arc that happens right after that, that's what it's going to be. That's what I heard.
I could read let me read the
Carlos,
article.
have you read the movie?
No.
Well, like in the promo that I saw for, I'm reading Berserk right now, and I'm reading it from the beginning. So what I saw in the promo for Berserk is at the very beginning. It's like one of the beginning scenes of it. So I don't know. Maybe it's just like a, I don't know. Maybe just showing a little snippet of him in the past. It looks like it's going from the beginning.
So what it says on the article, it says, the news was revealed that in the latest January 16th issue of this magazine that Berserk will get a new anime adaptation this year. The anime project will adapt the Berserk manga of Kentaro Miura.
Yeah, that's his name.
and the author also confirmed that we will see Guts in his Black Swordsman appearance in the upcoming anime. I don't know what that means.
As far as I heard, the Black Swordsman is an arc that happens after.
Good. So I'm guessing, and hoping that it picks up where it left off, because that's a huge fucking.
As far as I've been hearing, that's what it's going to be.
Good. That's what it needs to be.
I hope it's a remake. I was praying that it was a remake, but
if you look,
they don't need a remake though, man. You got the fucking anime series. You got the 3 movies which are like a remake.
True.
Just get to the good stuff already.
Yeah. The Black Swordsman stuff was the game, right? The Dreamcast. Yeah, that was.
Come on, man. Dudes have been waiting for. Chris, how long have you been waiting for this shit? Fucking like 15 years.
Yeah, I'm old now.
If Brett was on the shit, he'd be going. When I tell Brett this shit, he's gonna lose his fucking mind. This man drove miles to go find the next volume without knowing that they never made a follow-up, VHS.
I'm saying if you like compare it to like if you read, has anyone else read the manga up in here or like anything?
Nope.
No.
I've only seen that.
So in the promo thing, it shows them fighting lots of skeletons that come up and rise up, and it shows like I think it shows like a carriage in the background. That's like a very specific scene that's in the beginning of the manga. So since it showed that, I'm assuming that they're doing the whole thing from the beginning. So
I hope they don't. That would people are gonna be pissed if they do that.
Isn't he referred to the Black Swordsman in like the beginning though?
He is. The first episode is like in the future, right? And then it goes back, for the rest of the series.
Well, like I'm talking about the manga perspective.
Well, I don't. Like I said, I never read the manga.
It doesn't go back. It's just like.
Okay. Well, yeah. In the have you seen the anime?
I have not seen the anime.
Okay. Yeah. The anime. The first episode is him as the Black Swordsman. He's already missing his arm or whatever, right?
So we're talking about 2 different things. I'm talking about the manga. Y'all talking about the anime. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Then y'all right in that regard. Then.
Yeah, because listen, people have been waiting for this shit for like since 1995. They need to just stop with the bull. And then those movies, there was the 4th movie was supposed to pick up, but now, they need to just start, man. And Carlos, you kind of jumped into my territory because that's the shit I've been anticipating too. But I'll get to that in a bit.
Like, Carlos, you should just watch the movies before you watch the anime, since they're like basically prequels. Like
no.
I've heard backwards.
The movies are truncated versions of the TV series. Understand? They're short. They're Cliff Notes versions, basically.
But what the manga picks up is before, though.
We're not talking about the manga.
It's called Otanime, son, not old manga.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying that, like, since the anime, the new one picks up in the beginning, in the story, which is the future. You should go ahead and watch the movies since they take place before that time.
But the thing is, why watch truncated versions of the series? That's what I'm trying to get at. You should just watch the series.
If he wants to get animation.
What happened?
I don't know. I said if he wants to. What I'm saying is that I'm thinking that it's going to be made by the same people that did the movies, right?
Yeah, hopefully they get rid of that CG bullshit, because that was annoying.
I think they do still have that CG bullshit.
Yeah, I heard it's still gonna have it.
Man, that's bad. That was horrible. Carlos, watch the original series. Actually, you're gonna watch it anyway. If you know what I'm talking about, because I already got my fucking picks for this year.
So yeah, other than that, I'm still need my number 1, but I just thought of something else. Eiichiro Oda, the creator of One Piece.
One Piece, yeah.
He said, for those of you who are caught up on One Piece, he said that 2016 is going to be the year of Sanji.
Year of Sanji, I've heard about that.
And my Riku, you're
I've heard about
it. In a few months, man, you're gonna know what's up.
You know what's funny? I just finished the like I said, they've been showing all their origin stories, and out of all of the origin stories, I like Sanji's own the best, and then Zoro's own was nice with the whole, him trying to catch up with that girl that died and all that stuff. But Sanji's own, man, his whole mindset of I must feed anyone that's wants to be fed,
hungry, yeah.
and he was like stranded on. I love all of that. So As of right now, Sanji is my favorite. I was always wondering which one I would be, a Sanji fanboy or a Zoro fanboy, because either you're one or the other. You're not fucking both. You're one or the other. And I thought I was gonna go with Zoro because I like the swords, I like the samurai Masamune multi swords and all this shit. But I'm with this Sanji shit right now.
Hey Rico.
Yeah.
That scene where Mihawk comes out, man.
Yeah. Ooh, that was nice. Yeah.
That was a sick scene, man.
That was some real nice. I do remember that shit back in the day when they aired that on Cartoon Network. I forever remember.
No, on Fox, you mean?
No, I'm talking about when Cartoon Network got it, not because Fox got it and then Cartoon Network got it, and then Network, when Cartoon Network got Naruto, One Piece, and like Mare, it was around like 2004. I think Fox got it like in 2002 or some shit. But yeah, I remember that shit, man. That Mihawk fight, I remember that shit. Yeah. I want to see more of Mihawk. I hope I see more of him.
Yeah, you're gonna get bits and pieces of him.
I heard some things, yeah.
But yeah, so 2016, man, the year of Sanji.
Why does everyone call him the year of this, the year of that, the year of Luigi, the year of Yoshi?
It's always the year of something, man. It's the year of the PlayStation, right?
The year of PlayStation. It's always the year of PlayStation, apparently.
Yeah. All right, I'm jumping in right now because I got to get on this Berserk shit real quick. Okay. Well, originally, I was gonna say my most anticipated thing is the fucking fourth Berserk movie because I just want this fucking story to go on. But if we're gonna get an anime series, and from Riku, you linked that. I just read the description. That takes place directly after the anime, so perfect, good. We're finally getting closure. You know, Chris, man, you've been.
Well, you're not gonna get a closure. You're gonna get more of it. Yeah, the next arc. You're getting the next arc.
Yeah, Brett is gonna lose his fucking mind, man.
Yeah, the manga's still ongoing, right? As far as I heard from the manga, it's still ongoing right now. They just got a chapter like last week or the week before last. It's still going.
I'll tell you right now, if this shit is real, if this shit's legit, I'm not waiting for that dub. I'm watching that shit every week.
And then I heard the mangaka though, as far as like he's writing the manga right now. I heard he's actually gonna take a hiatus in a couple of chapters. So I mean, but they got enough content to animate freaking Berserk for if they wanted to for a while. But,
yeah, for a good long while. So they're good on that end. So yeah, Berserk, that's definitely my most anticipated thing. The next thing is I want that motherfucking rebuild of Evangelion 3.0. Come on, man. Give me the fucking Blu-ray. Come on, man. What the fuck? And I want an announcement of Part 4. I know my man is directing a new Godzilla movie, but no, I want the fucking fourth movie. Finish it already. You know?
So,
I know. Yeah, by the way, I didn't know that. I didn't know. What happened?
Part 4 called 3.0 plus 1.0?
No. It's supposed to be 4.0.
So that 3.0 plus 1.0, that's something else.
Yeah,
someone called that.
This how it goes. The when it's released in film, it's 3.0, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when they release it in DVD, it's 3.33. You know, like that. It's weird.
But I saw one that was called Evangelion, and then the subtitle, and then it was called 3.0, and then it had I'll find it for you.
Yeah,
it's weird.
But
go ahead.
My friend, I think we talked about this, but my friends had 3.0 freaking pre-ordered on Amazon for years.
Yeah, Lorray, he already knows about that.
I'm one of those people. Like,
okay.
It's been months since they have given us an update about it. Like, they sent us an email like, "Oh, do you still want this? Like, this is this hasn't had a release date, and it's been in your pre-order list forever." So they still haven't given us any update about it, and it's been like, I think it's 3 years now.
What the fuck is this shit?
That's just 4.0. That's just a synonym for it. I'm looking at look at the synonym section at the bottom left. It's 4.0. Oh, I don't know why they're calling it that. They're just I think they just want to be freaking Square Enix fantasy with their shit, but it's 4.0.
Fucking Arnold wants to fuck with us. That's why, man.
Yeah, that's why. That's when you said 4.0. I was like 4.0. I didn't hear anything. I heard about 3.0 plus 1.0. I didn't hear about 4. It's the same thing.
By the way, when I heard that Anno was directing a new Godzilla movie, I was like, "What? How is that going to affect Evangelion?" That's the first thing my mind went to. You know, like fuck, man. Like just get that direct Godzilla later. You know, finish this shit. So that's all I got, man. I don't know. I don't really keep up with shit like that. I want that fucking Berserk and I want Evangelion. That's what I want.
Tony, by the way, I forgot my number one, but I'll do this quick. Finally, please give us Attack on Titan season 2.
Oh yeah, we getting that. We getting that. It's confirmed. It's confirmed. It's confirmed. It's happening.
None of that.
You know what?
None of that
You know what?
high
That's
school
happening,
shit.
and that shit's happening in April also.
Good.
That shit's happening in April also.
Shit.
I told you April's fucking retarded. I told you April's fucking retarded.
Good. Yeah, Attack on Titan. There you go. Ooh, man, next year's gonna be good. That's a solid one too, right? Like we're definitely getting that shit, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you know, with studio, the people that animated it, they couldn't animate it because it didn't have enough content to make a season. They have enough content now, and the stuff they've been working on was Orari no Seraph, and yeah, that's what they've been working on this whole time. But Orari no Seraph is done. You just heard Larray said he finished it. It's Attack on Titan time. 2016 Attack on Titan is going down.
That's what's up. All right, Chris, what you got?
I heard there's a Macross show coming this year.
Yes.
Macross Delta?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, Delta. Yeah.
I love Macross. I mean, I'm not. I didn't like 7. 7 is crap, but everything else I like. So I'm looking forward to whatever that is. Like I just started Macross. I'm like, yes, please.
Another Macross series we'll never see in the West because of fucking Harmony Gold's bullshit.
I don't care. I'll watch it anyway. Fuck them. Just give it to me. I'll find it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have any other things like Attack on Titan season 2. That sounds good to me.
Yeah, that Macross Delta. That's also April also.
Oh, April. There you go. April's heavy, man.
Yeah.
Spring anime.
Yeah, that's the spring season.
That's what I had heard that, and I was like, oh shit, a Macross series. Yeah, I want that.
All right, Larray, man.
Okay. So I'm anticipating Berserk. Since y'all brought it up, Naruto Shippuden, the Itachi story, Boku no Hero Academia, Big Order, Beyblade. I was just playing about this.
I was about to say, son.
Beyblade.
Phoenix Wright, JoJo no Kimyu, Naboken Diamond wa Kudakenai.
Okay, I see you.
But I have to catch up on the previous one.
You really do.
Stardust Crusaders. I'll probably watch Magi Sinbad no Boken. I'm thinking about watching Sword Guy.
Oh yeah, I heard about that one. Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna watch Terror from Mars, Revenge, the second.
Yeah, tell me how that is as far as censorship.
Yeah,
Great man, you're a popular man tonight.
I know what's going on.
I'm gonna mute my shit right now.
But yes, that's what I am anticipating.
All right, awesome. All right, just to finish this off here, Riku.
Oh.
What is going to be the first anime that we all watch in 2016?
You want to explain the system first, and then as I'm explaining the system, we just tell us.
You know what? Yeah, go ahead. Explain the system since you came up with it.
All right. So basically, we're going to, for the entire 2016, we're going to tell you guys what we're going to be watching as far as like what months are. We're going to tell you. If people know what their choices are tonight, we're gonna let you know. If they don't, they'll let you know on the next episode when they figure that shit out. Yeah. But yeah, I think we have a decent amount for what we're gonna choose for this year to keep us watching stuff. So we're gonna go in the same order. I was first, Tony, and the same order. Yeah. So I'm January, Tony's February. Well, who was after you? Was it Larray or?
Yeah, it was Larray.
So Larray's March and so on.
Yeah.
So for January, we are going, and this is for season 1 and season 2.
Hold up, Rico, I got you this time, bro.
So season 1 and season 2. Whenever my chance comes up again. We're probably gonna do this, Tony, when we launch this episode. We're probably gonna have in the description just like a calendar.
Yeah.
It's like all of the stuff. So whenever my term comes up again, season 2, that's when it's gonna happen also. But the anime is going to be Code Geass.
Oh shit.
Yes, it's fucking going down. Code Geass is going down. I gave both of the seasons a 9. That shit was really good. It's like a combination of like Gundam and Death Note. That's all I gotta say.
I gave it a 9 and a 10.
Yeah, see, even yeah, I'm not
Okay.
gonna say anything about it. So it looks like Carlos. It looks like Carlos is set for January. He's fine. But everyone else, man, y'all are in for a ride. It has a really nice dub for Manny out there.
Yes.
I'm not sure if it's on Netflix though. I'm not sure. I don't have Netflix right now, so I'm not sure if it's on Netflix.
I just gotta personally thank you for this one because I've been wanting to see this one for a while, and it's in January too, so I got time, man.
Yes.
I can watch this shit, boy.
Yeah, season 1 is 25 episodes as far as I remember.
It's not on Netflix.
It's not? Okay. Well, it's on Kiss Anime. I know that for sure. And yeah, Code Geass. So whenever my turn comes up again, Code Geass season 2, because I think Code Geass season 2 is, not much better than season 1. Some people will disagree, but fuck those guys.
Oh no, season 2 is a 10 for me.
Oh, well, there you go. He's on my team. Yeah, he agrees.
That ending, man. That ending.
I think I gave season 1 like 9 point something, and then the next season a high 9. But yeah. Oh, and those openings. All right. Yeah, there you go. Sunrise.
Was Toonami showing that? At one point?
I think they were showing that at one point. Yeah, they were.
Okay, I know I've seen some of it, but I don't. I gotta watch it from the beginning, so that'll be good.
I do want to warn you though. It does start off with a high school setting, but they throw that shit out the window real quick. So don't worry about it. And he's like, "Oh God, they're in the high school. Don't worry about it, son." They throw that shit out the window real quick.
By the way, I'm gonna say this because this will probably happen. We're gonna have a calendar of shit, but some things may be subject to change.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Because right now, Riku, I like for weeks now, I had my 2 anime picked. As soon as I said Code Geass, I just got a little worm in my head. I'm like, okay, I'm switching something out. I know what I'm picking. So I'm picking another robot anime too. Big Boss is gonna be pissed.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, those are my choices. So yeah, for February, what is it gonna be, Tony?
Okay. For February, we already talked about it, man. Motherfucking Berserk. I want all you motherfuckers to watch that shit, man.
I want to watch this shit for a long time now.
Same. Berserk is one of those things, along with One Piece, where I was just like, man, one day I'm just gonna throw down and just destroy everything Berserk-related content there is. And yeah, this is definitely a good start. Because I was actually telling Lorray, like the day before yesterday, a couple of series that I want to knock out this year and get caught up with the manga, everything. It was One Piece, Berserk, Kingdom, and all of the JoJo's. Those were the main 4. Everything else was just like, yeah, but those were the main big 4 that I really wanted to knock out for 2016. And
I just had another idea. We're going to be teasing people a little bit. Tonight, we're only going to give you guys the first 3 episodes we're going to be doing. Because we don't have the full crew here, so we can't obviously do all 6. So let's do that. So Lorray went missing, motherfucker.
Yeah, I have no clue where Lorray went, but
because because I wanted with the other. Yeah. Okay. So Berserk, I want you to watch the 25 episode anime and the 3 movies.
Okay. I'm gonna watch it in that order too.
Yeah, watch them exactly like that. Because remember, the movies are shorter versions of the movies.
Yeah.
If people have ever seen the Gundam movies, the 3 original movies, how they're just short versions of the first series, it's like that. Only this one does it better than Gundam. Gundam, they lose a lot of shit.
Yeah, I don't like any of the movie like short condensed versions of them.
The funny thing is, the movies were my introduction to Gundam, right? I thought it was amazing, but even then, I was like, "There's something missing here."
Yeah.
Damn it, Lorray, get the fuck back here.
I can say the same thing for the Zeta movie. I know. I recently, I think it was like last year, September or some shit, I went back and rewatched the. They released 3 Zeta movies that were supposed to like be a condensed version of the 50 episode anime that appeared back in 1985 of Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam, and I do not recommend it for someone that has never watched Zeta. I do not. No.
Here's the thing.
Watch 50 episode 1.
Because originally I was going to be like, okay, I'm going to watch these Zeta movies, right? Just like I did with the original Gundams. And I read from pretty much everybody. It's like, no, don't do that shit.
Don't do it. There's a lot of stuff missing from there. It's good for someone who has already seen it and they want to they want to refresh because it's been out for 20 plus years. So that's kind of I was interested in it because ask anybody, Zeta has probably one of the best, if not the best, like stories in like the Universal Century arc. Like man, Zeta. I think Zeta is probably yeah. I have Zeta at the best. Like that. Yeah. As far as story wise, that's the best, and then it's Unicorn. Well, Unicorn and the original, but Zeta's definitely at the top.
Nice.
Which is probably why everyone disliked Double Zeta so much because Zeta was. But yeah, and now Lorraine's back. Yeah,
Lorraine's back. So Lorraine, so we did a little change at the top. So we're not going to give our full year list. We're only going to give the first 3 months.
How about we do the first quarter?
Yeah, this is the first quarter.
Okay, yeah.
3 months. So Lorraine, what is your first? What anime are you picking for?
I haven't decided yet because I've been having a dilemma because most of my selections last year was all new anime, so I'm a little hesitant on thinking of what to pick.
March to be determined then.
So do you want like someone to take your spot for March? What do you want to do? Because we want what.
I'm going to give you an answer by next episode.
Cool.
Okay.
That works for me. Oh, by the way, Lorraine, the anime because Riku picked Code Geass, and I picked for February motherfucking Berserk. I had that planned for months. I'm like, I'm gonna pick fucking Berserk, man.
Yeah.
I want everybody to see that shit. All right, so that's pretty much it, people. So Otanime, we're back. Not much to say about that. Thank you for watching and all that. Once again, our service Tony Polanco and tonight joined by Riku-san one, the only one, Michael Crawford.
Peace out, little niggas.
Chris Seeley.
Hey, take care, everyone.
Carlos Romero.
Later.
And Lorraine Williams.
You know who he is, the manga god.
All right, guys. Later.
Peace.
Peace.